Hello, 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 everyone. This is Dr. Rose Muralikrishnan from Los Angeles. Good morning. And usually I'm coming in the daytime. Usually I pop in there in my evenings for all my initiatives. And I just wanted to try out how it will work out for us in my daytime, which will be the evenings for most of the countries and most of the places. And so just I thought of giving it a try. I woke up and got ready, and I'm with you all. How is everyone doing? Hello, Mangala. How are you, Ma? Natraj, and namaste to you too. And the 2021 is going to be an amazing year, we all think. Unfortunately, hi Parvati, how are you, Ma? Unfortunately, 2020 was a little bit of tricky year for the entire globe. But we just recently had the Guru Payachi. According to that, we all came to know that the 2021 is going to be a little bit better. So crossing the fingers to see how it's going to be. But since we are moving forward with all this negativity around the globe, we also have to come up with some new initiatives and a lot of new stuff. And several of our viewers and, several of, girls and moms and grandmas around the globe, basically women, and also some entrepreneurs and stuff like that. They were asking me, since you are able to do these initiatives, why don't you do something for women alone, girls alone? Because there are lots and lots of negativity for girls around the globe is happening. I gave it a thought. I mean, it's been happening from, a little before Navratri, like lots of, messages, messengers, and several of them personally also asked. And I thought about, okay, what could we do to, bring in, an idea and implement it. So because I'm a musician, but of course, I know I do lots of talking to worldwide people and audience and giving speeches around the globe and, my lectures and stuff like that. But I thought, okay, I will just use that skill and discuss some things of which are very negative in the society. I mean, I alone cannot make it positive, or a small group of people cannot make these kind of things positive. But when we keep talking over and over about these things, definitely, it will reach out to the right channel, to the right people, so that with hundreds and thousands of us, it definitely can be possible. And so I was thinking about it a lot. And so I kind of came up with the formalization of an idea and, thinking about doing that from 2021 January onwards. Still, we are going to be focusing on music and fine arts, dance, everything on in a regular basis. But other than that, we have 5 other days. And one of those days, I wanted to, discuss about a few other topics, which the society needs, a little care. And so that is what I'm going to be discussing. This is going to be one of the other days. which we will be, um, having. So basically, this is about women empowerment. Women today are the CEOs, several of the larger companies, the CEOs of the companies are greater women, entrepreneurs and philanthropists, even astronauts, athletes, producers, great musicians, army and navy officers, top actresses, top politicians, top scientists, even a greater college professors, high school and school principals. Of course, there are several housewives and students and much, much more. Their hard work, innovation, and compassion allow them to be great leaders and inspire the current and next generation to reach greater heights than ever before. And we need women at all levels, including the top officials and at the bottom of work levels, to change the dynamic, to reshape the world. As women leaders, we must make sure women's voices are heard and heeded. It should not just be overlooked and ignored. That is one thing. In several of the places, people think, in some of the countries, I would say, women are the weaker, people. And so they should be kept that way. If you notice it, I have two doggies in my house, two German Shepherds. Even in the animal kingdom, I think it's a natural thing. I have my Bhairava and Bhairavi. Bhairava controls Bhairavi so much, not because, he wanted to overpower her. It's just because he just wanted to make sure that she is safer. If somebody comes at the door and rings the calling bell, he must be the first one to respond. If Bhairavi barks, he will go and boom, and he'll stop and he will hit on her nose, and then she will instantly stop barking, and then he would make sure to bark. So I think it's it is not that the world is considering women as a weaker, candidates. But naturally, there is a feeling that, because of the safety, because of the security of the women, probably the women are kept, that way. But sometimes that women feel that, oh, we are overpowered by the other sectors. And that could be it too. But sometimes, that is true too. And just because in our own house we are all kept like queens and princesses, there are several others out there suffering and struggling. And when we talk about things to empower them, that is society's bigger success. Focus on girl skills, whether it's working in the kitchen, working on a trading floor, running a household, or leading a large corporate business, or even ruling the nation. A girl can do anything if she uses her skills and brain power correctly. Of course, a girl thing is drama. Drama is definitely very important in life too, and we can do that. But even with the drama, you have to come on with a bang. That's what I mean here. You never want to go out with a whimper, So that's what it is. This is a universal belief that women are weaker. Unfortunately, that's how it's kept. And get rejected offers at most places, beaten up by other race. You know, it's not about how many times you get rejected or fall down or beaten up. It's about how many times you stand up and are brave and you keep on going. This is what it's about. It's all about that. The power will not be given to you. For girls, the power will not be given because, as I mentioned, my Bhairava and Bhairavi, the Bhairavi is, kept in such a way that she must be secured. So Bhairava dominates that. And it's not out of, anger, it's out of courtesy. But the power will not be given to you. But at times, you have to take it. And I had seen it in my own Bhairavi. And she will tolerate for several times, and all of a sudden, she will become like, hey, I'm a girl to just leave me alone. And she will just bark back at him. And then she will be the first one to go and stand near the door to hear who it is, So you must grab it sometimes. And I didn't get there by wishing for it or hoping for it, but by working for it. This is said by S.T. Lauder, founder of cosmetics company, one of the very famous cosmetic companies. So let's see how we are doing. We have Gayatri. Hi, Rose ma'am. This is Krishna Kumar, great fan of yours. Thank you, Gayatri. How are you? Hi, Krishna Kumar. KK, how are you? And Serengudi is doing, we are fine. Chandrakala, Anantaraman, hi Rose ma'am, how are you? So I have a good, solid viewers who are fans or, people who are supporters who joined me. Thank you so much. Sukanya, good morning. Manishiva, I hope you are fine. Yes, I'm doing good. Satish Kumar, how are you? Doreen, Clea, hi, how are you, Doreen? Good morning to you too. Shubha Sriram, wonderful initiative. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Shubha. And Sri Manjesh Prabhu, hello, how are you? Hi, Sushit Kumar, how are you? Wonderful to have you. Sangeeta Narayan, how are you, ma? Anantalakshmi, how are you? I'm doing good, ma. Sukanya is saying, very true, ma'am. We should stand for ourselves. Yes, very, very true. Shubha Sriram is saying, women are made weaker mostly by the same gender, which is very, very true too. And Parvati is saying, very true. So we have a solid, supporters of ours saying that, it's very true. But sometimes, as I mentioned, women became weaker by women alone, so that is also one of the things that, like, okay, if somebody is like tucked up with all beautiful sari and, and jewelry to go for a wedding, if another woman, didn't come that way, instantly they will look at the girl who is tucked up with everything, oh, show off, sometimes this is very normal, so we have to avoid those kind of things too. I just wanted to know, sometimes, when we sit in a, group of women to discuss and talk, even in a friends group, when we go to parties and stuff like that, when there is some woman whose voice is louder and whose behavior or like activities are bolder than others, instantly the other women go talking about, like, without thinking that that other, the bolder woman would not know. And they talk, oh my God, why is she being like this? Da, 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 da. But the thing is, I just love bossy women. I can be around them all day and have a very calm and quiet and a nice, a peaceful conversation without any issues with those kind of bossy women. To me, bossy is not, a what do you call a pejorative term. It means that somebody out there is very passionate about engaging herself with a great ambition and does not mind leading. So whether it's in a group of friends you talk, or whether it's on a platform given on a stage to discuss to a group of larger audience, or to lead a nation, it's like if a woman is leading, they have to be that way. They are very ambitious about what they do and how they communicate, and which is okay, you know. But sometimes the women who cannot do, as Shubhashri mentioned, women make the other women weaker. So, oh, we are all just sitting quiet in a party. Why can't you just be like us? What? That's not that person, things like that. Women are very, very, very powerful, such as words have power, TV and media have power, our writing tools and pens have power, and women herself is a tool, and she must be powerful. What kind of tool is she? You can see in a regular household, or as I mentioned earlier, to be a CEO of the company, or to be a leader in any corporation. She is being a major tool to run the whole machine of whatever she is in. And so she must be powerful. So some powerful ladies that take on roles that encourage us to be bold, courageous, clever, and a spectrum of other traits we never thought we had. These women aim to inspire us all so that the strong characters they portray can exist in all of us in our everyday lives. As one of the women leaders say, Mae West, I think, good girls go to heaven. Just listen to parents and do what is abide by the rule and what is in the book. But bad girls go everywhere. So it's a very beautiful saying, good girls go to heaven, bad girls go everywhere. So we need to be everywhere, empowering other women, out there who need the help and support. Be there for one another. If you are one of those people who have that little voice in the back of your mind saying, maybe I could have done that if I was born as a man. Is one of you or any one of you knew have that kind of saying? A little voice always said that. So you need to wake up. So this initiative is for that. If you know anyone who is held behind because they are a girl, they are women, or they are born not to be a man, please do not tell it quietly. Tell it to the world a little loud. Give it a little space to your mind to come out and say it out loud, and try to find an environment that will grow you and can grow others such as you. The things women have yet to learn is nobody else to give the power to you to be who you want to be. You just take it. That's it. Some of the most powerful girl voices dominate the industry, several industries. Female singers, songwriters use their voice to bring sweet harmonies and meaningful messages to those who listen. I have one in my own house. My daughter writes. She's a great songwriter. Of course, I'm a songwriter too, but I write in Indian. But she is, she was a medical doctor. She studied to be a medical doctor. She completed her MBBS and she completed her everything, and she is ready to practice. And instead of taking over, she came back and said, Mom, I want to be a singer and I need your permission. Please give me a chance. I was not all for it in the beginning. And even till now, sometimes my mind says that, she should have gone back to medicine. But till today, She's being a great singer and a phenomenal songwriter, and she brings out lots of social, um, you know, difficulties that girls go through and stuff like that, and put it out there. And you know, it's all American, of course. It's all, I mean, Western, I would say, more than American. So she delivers her, music to the Western audience. Um, but she is an amazing singer and a songwriter. And her lyrics, sometimes, even to my mind, I only appreciate when it is beyond and above, our own limits. And even sometimes her lyrics and the meaning behind her, words, touch my heart very deeply. So that's what, sometimes all these artists bring their, meaning to the world differently. Women in politics act as a voice for those who cannot speak and act on behalf of those in need. These women serve the people and fight for a better world for all of us, isn't it? So some people think that you have to have the loudest voice in the room to make the difference. No, not necessarily. You don't have to have the loudest voice. It's really not true. Often the best thing we can do is turn down, like, I think that you have a little knob and turn it down in the volume if you are with another group of, family and friends. And when the sound is quieter, you can actually hear what others say. And that can make a world of difference to the occupants of that room. They say the pen is a mightier than sword. Sometimes these authors, journalists, poets, and screenwriters use their pens to convey stories and messages that inspire and empower the skills of the women. Above all, be the queen. That's what it is all about. Be the heroine of your own life, not the victim. We do not need magic to transform our world. We already carry all the power we need inside ourselves as girls. Yes, believe me, we do. You might face lots of oppositions because of, whatever backgrounds we come from. Sometimes, the family will not let us go the way we are supposed to be going. Sometimes the financial background of a woman will not let us talk the way we are supposed to be talking. Sometimes, okay, our community is a quieter community, so don't talk the way that way. So you don't want to go away from your own limits, but at the same time, you don't want to be a weaker person that you cannot express, or you don't want to become what you want to become just because you are a girl. And you definitely can't please everyone, and you cannot make everyone to like you as well. I might get lots of oppositions for that. That's the reason I took almost like a month and a half to think about whether to do this or not. But I thought this is one of the leading problems, especially around the globe. How many of girls are beaten up by their own family members? How many of the girls are abused by their own family members? And how many girls around the globe are used the opposite way, that I don't want to use in my talks about what is the way we all read, we all talk, we all watch, the way how they are treated. And so this initiative is basically for all the women to empower them. So I probably will be bringing at least one or two women who are leading the industry. It could be any industry, not only music or dance and arts and fine arts and stuff like that. They can be anybody, as I mentioned. They can be CEO of a larger company. They can be principal of a university. They can be a chancellor or vice chancellors of the universities and colleges, or they can be just simple housewives. They lead their home in a different way. The entrepreneurs, we typically think, oh, okay, we have to have several million rupees or dollars to become an entrepreneur. No, think of a lady who goes and cleans your home, the cleaning ladies, the housekeepers. They are the entrepreneurs. They don't have the right amount of support in their household. So they get out of the house to go and support the other women who are in need and help them clean the house and wash your vessels, wash your clothes, and clean your house. And whatever money you give, they take home and support their family. They are the entrepreneurs. Think of the ladies of Pukari, like in the temple or the Valila, or even like the flower sellers or the vegetable vendors, a large koni pai eduthu vandu taraila potu like a 200 rupees, they will go and buy some vegetables and put it all on that koni pai, and then they will sell it. So they will make that 200 rupees into 500 rupees. So that's the reason when you go out there for this very minimally profit-making women, when I see them, please do not bargain. கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கருவேப்பிலை கொடுமா, அப்பதான் நம்ம போய் அவளே அந்த கருவேப்பிலை பைசா கொடுத்து வாங்கிட்டு வருவா. Of course, and we are used to getting the கருவேப்பிலை for free. ஐயோ இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா கருவேப்பிலை கொடுப்பான்னு அங்கதான் போய் bargain a lot. So sometimes it is okay. I mean, we enjoy doing that too. I enjoy bargaining, because we are all like not like one of the ones who will live. We have to do that as well, because there are also others who need that kind of support. But we needed to kind of do that at times, that support them. The 200 rupees or $200, if somebody is making into 500 rupees or $500, they are the entrepreneurs. We don't look for entrepreneurs to be like the millionaires all the time. We do not look for women to be CEOs. We do not know what they have in their own home to be in that situation, making that smaller amount into a little bigger amount, so that bigger profit they make will support a child's meal or her family in different ways. So this is something like this is not to put anyone down. This is to empower the weaker ones up. Of course, you may not control all the events that happen to you or around you, but you can decide not to be reduced by those events. You don't have to be cute and bubbly and pretty. You don't owe any prettiness to anyone. Prettiness is not a rent you pay or occupy a space marked as women or girl or female. You don't have to be cute and pretty. You can be whoever you are. You can be however you are. You can be however you look. But taking over your own power to be who you are is what we are talking about. It's not, women power is not always wearing a lipstick and putting an eyeliner and putting a makeup on and comb your hair in particular way to show to the world that, hey, I'm a cute girl. It's not that. It's like how you come out of that weaker sense of you to be the dominant sense of you. Feminism is not about showing women as a higher authority or power to the world. Or feminism is not about putting the great men down. Or as a matter of fact, feminism isn't trying to control the power, men who are phenomenal, dominating, several of the industries in the world. Yes, in current world, feminism is defined as the theory of political, economic, and social equality of the sexes, which might partly be true, but feminism is keeping the girls out there strong, showing the women how important it is to be strong, teaching them to be strong by seeing other stronger women out there. It is about changing the way the world perceives that girl strength. That's all. There are many amazing women who had dedicated their work to the empowerment of women everywhere through their amazing talents, skills, activism, and fearless commitments to all women. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Without leaps of imagination or dreaming, we lose the excitement of possibilities. Dreaming, after all, is a form of planning. That's what I do. If I wanted to do, see, I sat down for almost 1.5 months, whether should we do this or not, because I'm a musician. And then I thought about, why do we have to only go, support the musicians? And, there are several other trades or the places that need some creativity to support. So show your support to them. I am creating a team of women in every field to come forward to talk about. I'm creating this platform for every girl out there. If you are a woman who are already leading the industry, any industry, it doesn't have to be only the music industry or fine arts industry or movie industry or dance industry or any industry, as a matter of fact. If you are a writer, if you are a singer, or if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a CEO of a company, or as I mentioned, if you are a pukari in your own small town, or if you are a vegetable vendor, you put a little koni pie, and if you don't have to be one, but if you know anybody and you walk around seeing them all the time, next time when you see them, you will have a different perspective about them. Think of this, that this COVID time had turned everybody into a different being, but still people like them also have to survive. They have to take home something to feed their family, but they're still working out there, outside their home, within the public, heavily coming to kira vikrava, like the people who sell the kira, like spinach, and lots of it, or like every day the road cleaners, the people, the women who work in the municipality. When I come stand outside, when I come to India, I see these women, clean the streets, because in the US, we don't have man or woman take the broom and then clean the roads. Usually there is a big vehicle. It has a large vacuum, and it comes throughout the streets like 4 or 5 times the road is clean. But I had seen manually in India and in several places that the women clean with the brooms all the streets. And think of that, they are entrepreneurs, they are hardworking category. And if you know anybody, like I want you to join this team. I'm looking for 10 to 20 different people from different parts of the world who can take your own cell phone and talk to them. Hey, we are doing this to empower the women community around the globe, and I wanted to interview you. You don't have to go 6 feet away, and have them talk and videotape it and then bring it to us, and then we will spread the word around the globe, like how empowering their work or their, how much of value they give it to the world. It not necessarily we are looking for all the CEOs all the time, but of course, they, in order for them to be the CEOs out there, how much of a hard work they probably would have gone through to become one, to become the greatest entrepreneurs, how much of hard work women probably went through to become one. Of course, we will be bringing also those people in, but we also wanted to bring those hardworking, women out there who are like for every day, if they take something with them only, they can survive. For day-to-day life, in day-to-day life, how hard they work. People who come to your home to clean your dishes, people who come to your home to cook your meal, like that. Anybody, that out there who are willing to talk to us, please, make sure you take your, phone, just a simple phone, and interview them and bring it back and then show it to them. So this is what we are looking for. And you yourself can be a CEO or entrepreneur or, scientists or doctors and lawyers and principal of the university or school or college, come forward to talk to us. So your power is mightier than anybody else's. We would love to hear that, so that you come on my live and talk about what you do in day-to-day life, where you were before and where you are today, and where you are planning to go from here, and what made you to be who you are. This is going to be one day in a week. I'm still thinking which day, which I will come up with later on. But this is women empowerment. I'm definitely creating a team of women in every field to come forward to talk about you, your work, your difficulty you face in a day-to-day life, and how you overcome it, and what is your strategy to still keep moving forward to be a greater person that you are, and you can be of anyone from any profession, any career path, any kind of a field, and any background, and you can be a street side, or at least you will know a street side idli seller, flower seller, vegetable or kire seller, or street cleaner, or office worker, or milk woman, and student council, person, leader, or a simple housewife, or a school teacher, to high-rise corporate CEO, or astronaut, or scientists, or doctors and rulers of the nation. Any trade. Please come forward to give some tips to other sisters around the globe, other moms around the globe, other aunts and grandmas around the globe. On this live broadcast, you will be talking, or who who brings you the vegetables every day, or who comes to your house to clean your home every day. You can interview them, and you can also tell, hey, you're going to be on the worldwide stage. I want you to talk about who you are. You can talk to them and make a video and then produce it as well on the the broadcast from 2021 January onwards. And you will talk to the world of sisters. You might benefit out of your speech or your interview that you take from your friends or your workers. Be the change you wish to see in the world. We have to be the change first. We cannot sit indoors and then say, hey, the world will change automatically. We have to come out and speak louder to everyone who are in need of help and support. And I had seen in my own eyes that when I was a young girl, I probably was 6 or 7. At that time, we used to be in a, rental. Only when I was 10, my dad bought home. And when I was 5, 6, we used to be in a rental place. My next door neighbor, the husband used to torture the wife all the time, and we all of a sudden will hear the screams and stuff like that. And at that time, when after a while, when she used to come out of the family, I still remember, all the other women from the next doors used to go and offer support. Hey, do you need any help? I heard screams. And this woman who went through whatever she went through indoors will not express anything. It's okay, I'll be fine. This is all. And later on, we came to know that man used to take a murahapadi, which is like a chili powder, and throw it on her eyes if she even goes outside, to come outside, step out of the doors. Oh, who are you seeing? Things like that. Because she was a very pretty woman, and the husband always had a different eye on her. I saw that in my own eyes as a child. And so that woman never ever, I mean, my mom and the other neighbors used to ask. I don't even remember how their life is right now, because I was a very young child at that time. These kind of things that women go through in their life. And then the other women used to offer help. Do you want to go to police, or do you want to tell your own parents that you're going through this? And then that woman is just, it's okay, my husband is a good man. For some reason, he has some sort of anger in him. He had to take out somewhere. So at this time, it's me. He will be fine. When we are in a good terms and a good time, he is always a good man. So she never gave up on him, or she never complained about that man. But think of that, several times. This is how we lose our context. But that woman was definitely happy with him. But I'm not complaining about those kind of things. But sometimes we have to come out of that situation, and then say out loud, hey, enough is enough. So these are all the things we are looking for, to give support. At that time, of course, my mom and the other women offered the support, but that girl herself didn't want to take the offer. If things like that go away, such as that, which is fine, but there might be some people who could not say it out loud, their situation. If you see any of your neighbors or family and friends would like to come out and express, and we can talk to them and offer them some help and support also. So this particular day is going to be supporting the women, or the women greater leaders who wanted to offer how they became the greatest leaders in the field of whatever they do. So this is all about women empowerment. So one day of a week, I will be coming and interviewing or talking, or in whichever field women leaders are, at least one or two people at a time I'll be bringing in. And if you are one of them who wanted to be part of this initiative to talk about your greatness and what you do, and you don't have to be anybody powerful or bigger, or you don't have to be anybody smaller. So you can be anyone who wanted to come and say what you do and how you do and how you are leading. You can be a simple housewife too, and how you are managing your household. So this is what we are looking for. And you can be anyone, as I mentioned, that just come forward to talk to us. So it will definitely benefit the other women out there. And I'm definitely forming a team of volunteers to this live, starting from 2021 January. And if anybody would like to be in the team, please do join, and we will give it a hand for those who are in need and support, or those who would like to become like the greatest leaders in any industry. And please do come forward and let me know with the message saying that I wanted to be part of it. If you are interested in creating a greater opportunities to the world of girls, ladies, women, please definitely don't forget to shoot me a message. You can be from any part of the world. I'm kind of bringing in a lot of people from around the globe, and we need people from every country, every state, or every place. So please come forward and be part of it, and make the change that we always wanted uh, to create in the world. And I'm definitely looking forward to hear from you all. And if you can shoot me a message, that'll be great. And I will let you know which day I'm thinking of at this time. Same Friday morning of my time, which will be the Saturday in most of the South Asian and India and other places. Um, but Friday evening is still going to be Friday night of my time, which is Saturday morning in India and other places. Is definitely going to be a greater, like a music and a dance and fine arts. And Saturday is also, I'm going to keep the same way, but this is going to be other than the music and dance, that women empowerment is the one which is definitely needed to empower the ladies out there, the beautiful ladies out there. And I'm just again being a small matchstick to create this initiative. We do not know how it is going to go, but I have a positive thought. Anything I have taken in my hand, I always go beyond and above to make sure that it's done the right way. And at this time, since I can only be here in my town and only be, meeting people with whoever I know from here. So that's the reason I'm asking for all of your help and support. Bring from different parts of the world, from different states, even in the United States, and different countries. If you are from India or Singapore or Dubai or any Southeast Asia, or if you are in Japan or even in New Zealand and whatnot, Australia. So please come forward, or even in South Africa, in every continent. I wanted women to come forward and talk to us, to tell us who you are and what you do to make the difference in the women world. We all have to be stronger. If we talk only to 5 people, that 5 people will benefit. If we talk to 100 people, the 100 people, at least out of 100, even if the 50% here, that's a great thing. In the world, if we talk in a live session like this to benefit all the women, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 15,000, or whatever. So please make sure, we help and support with all your thoughts and ideas and whoever it is, and to bring them out to make sure that the women are treated the right way, or the women are empowered the right way. And let's see how we are doing in our audiences here. So let's see here. Shubha Sriram is saying women are made weaker mostly. Yeah, I read that. And Jay Lakshmi, good morning. Anusia, namaskaram. Gopika, Keshavan, vanakkam, ma'am. And wonderful to see all this. And authoritative and clarity and empathy, beautiful. And Vijaya Mohan is saying, couldn't agree with you, ma'am. Maybe it's not bossy, but rather passionate, strong leadership, which is very true. That's what I meant. A bossy means I'm talking about like talking authoritatively, and I completely agree with you. Not the bossy might not be the right way, but the way how they project the others project them is usually the bossy way, which is not really bossy. That's what I meant as well. And Shubha is saying, well said. Sundari is saying, hello, ma'am. Good morning. John says, hi, ma'am. And so I have all my beautiful women out there supported, and also some young men, where they're supporting us as well. And Sundari Radha is saying, ma'am, looking awesome. Thank you. Today I was on a Western outfit, since it is not about classical Carnatic music all the time. I always come in a sari with a big bindi and this is my day-to-day outfit when I go out. I use. So thank you so much, Sundari Radha. And Shiva is saying true. And well said. And Vinoda is there. Sukanya's ma'am, please have a sip of water. Thank you so much, Sukanya. I'm almost done, and I definitely, greatly appreciate your care. You're talking since a half an hour. Thank you, I appreciate it. And Shilpa Pandula is saying, hello, ma'am. Suresh Krishnan. Very good initiative. Thank you, Suresh. I appreciate it. And Anantalakshmi is everybody is with me on this. And I also have our little some young men. Shishir is being very supportive of this. And Shubha Sriram is saying, of course, interested to be part of it. Wonderful. Happy to hear that. So any girl out there who wants to be part of it and to support this one, and please shoot me. I'm creating a list of all the beautiful sisters out there who want to be part of it, and I wanted to bring you in and have you talk. And Lalita Sharma is saying namaste. Lalita Sharma, namaste to you too. How are you? It's wonderful to see you. Geeta Srinivasan, wonderful to have you, ma. Vinoda and Sukanya and Anusya, very good morning. And Niharika, very good initiative. Thank you so much. And we have lots and lots of support from everyone. And, so I am definitely looking for a great initiative moving forward from January 2021 onwards. And if you have already, if you had thought about anybody who you can bring in, it can be your next door neighbor, it can be your relatives, it can be you yourself, it can be the people you know in your life. So just be part of it. And just because I talked about only women in this segment, the men are not left alone. I am going to be bringing another initiative because we have 7 days, at least out of 7 days, a few days we wanted to talk other than the music and dance alone. And I am bringing another initiative, actually 3 initiatives I thought about, but this particular segment I wanted to discuss only about the women empowerment. And I will come back maybe next week to discuss about what other initiative, because I'm still writing it up, how to formulate it and how to formalize it so that we can project it in the right way. So lots and lots of great men are going to be involved in that initiative. And so I want you to be supportive of that one as well. And so, until we start this one, if you are interested to be part of it, and please shoot me a message, and please spread the word around, and make sure you send my page to the world. If you don't want to show who you are, just send the link. www.facebook.com. I think it's /Dr.Rosemurali. So that's what I think is my page. Just send it to them, to have them talk directly to me, so that way I can take care of them, and just tell them to shoot me a message. So this way we can have them talk to us directly, so you don't have to get involved if you don't want your face to be shown out there in the public. So that's what it is. This is one of the prioritized initiative I'm thinking in my mind, and I definitely would love to have all your support and love for this one to move forward to empower the women kingdom. Thank you again for all of you to be part of it, a part of this live. And I know it's probably late in the evening in India and other part of the world. And this is still morning for me. So I'm sitting in the front of my house today because I never come to this part of home. So I always, sit in the backyard. So it's lovely here. It's a beautiful sunshine, even in the end of November. Usually it'll be cold and snowing, but it's a beautiful sunshine. And love you all. And I will see you tonight in a few hours. with our Navratri Mandapam concert series which is still happening. I'm looking forward to have you all again in few hours, and love to you all, and see you again soon. Bye now.